Japan has long been known as a maritime nation with a thriving fishing industry. Japan's unique geographical location near rich ocean currents has facilitated fishing for centuries. However, with the development of technology, fishing methods have also undergone a major shift from small, manual tools to more modern technologies such as trawling, allowing fishermen to exploit marine resources more efficiently. In recent decades, Japan has invested heavily in modernizing its fleet, from traditional fishing vessels to modern fishing vessels equipped with advanced equipment. These vessels not only help Japanese fishermen catch hundreds of tons of fish each time they go out to sea, but also bring great economic value to the country. Trawling technology, one of the most popular and effective fishing methods, has become an important tool in Japan's seafood supply chain. The exploitation of marine resources not only provides a stable income for millions of workers in the fisheries industry, but also makes an important contribution to the national GDP. This article will delve into each aspect of the modern fishing industry in Japan. From the technology used, economic value, to the supply chain and production and processing. After the fish are caught and collected from the trawlers, the processing begins when the ships dock. The fish products will be classified right at the port based on size, species, and freshness. The qualified fish will be transferred to nearby processing plants. Here, modern technologies are applied to optimize processing and preservation of the products. Ensuring that the freshness and nutritional value are maintained. There are many different processing methods depending on the type of final product required by the market. Fish products can be frozen for export, canned, or processed into ready-to-eat dishes such as sushi, sashimi, or dried fish. In particular, super-fast freezing technology is one of the most advanced technologies applied at Japanese seafood processing plants, helping fish retain their freshness without losing their natural nutrients. These processes are carried out in a strictly hygienic environment, ensuring that all products meet international food safety standards. This helps Japanese products always gain trust from demanding markets such as Europe, the US and China. The Japanese seafood product supply chain is a closely linked system between fishermen, processors, and distributors. Each stage in the supply chain plays an important role in maintaining the quality and value of the product. Fishermen, starting with fishing at sea. Thanks to modern technology and large fishing vessels, Japanese fishermen can provide a stable and continuous amount of fish. Processors, after receiving goods from fishermen, processing plants will carry out processes such as cleaning, freezing, packaging and transporting products. These processed products not only serve domestic needs but are also exported to many other countries. Distributors, after being processed, the products will be transferred to large distribution centers. From there to retailers are exported abroad. This supply chain requires smooth and efficient coordination between units, ensuring that from the time the fish is caught until it reaches the consumer, all comply with strict quality control procedures. The Japanese seafood industry not only depends on the domestic market, but also thrives on exports. Domestically, seafood products are present everywhere in people's culinary lives. From small eateries to luxury restaurants, sushi and sashimi have long been symbols of Japanese cuisine. With fresh ingredients coming from the seas of Japan. In addition to the domestic market, Japan is also one of the world's leading seafood exporting countries. Countries such as the US, China, Korea, and European countries are major consumer markets. In particular, Japanese tuna is always a sought-after product worldwide, thanks to its superior quality and careful processing. However, to maintain its competitiveness in the international market, Japan needs to continuously improve its technology, increase efficiency in the supply chain, and ensure that food safety standards are strictly followed. Although the trawl fishing industry brings great economic value, it also causes environmental challenges. When trawling is used on a large scale, it can lead to the depletion of fishery resources due to overfishing and the reduction of marine biodiversity. Dragging through deep water can also damage marine ecosystems such as corals, seaweed, and other small organisms. To minimize these impacts, Japan has introduced many policies to protect the marine environment, such as regulating fishing quotas, banning fishing to allow time for fish resources to recover, and developing marine reserves. In addition, many large fishing companies have also invested in green technologies that help reduce negative impacts on the environment, such as smart trawls that only target fish species without accidentally catching endangered species. The fisheries industry plays an indispensable role in creating jobs for millions of Japanese people. Especially in coastal communities, fishermen who depend on the sea for their livelihoods consider it not only a profession but also a family tradition that has been passed down for generations. Thanks to the development of modern technology, their lives have improved significantly, with more stable incomes and safer working conditions. In addition, the fisheries industry also promotes the development of supporting industries such as shipbuilding, food processing, and logistics. This not only contributes to the national economy but also helps improve the quality of life of the people. Modern fishing boats in Japan are designed with the goal of optimizing the ability to exploit marine resources. Most large vessels today are equipped with radar, GPS, and sonar systems to detect fish schools, helping fishermen accurately locate where there are abundant fish resources. This not only helps increase catch but also reduces the time and cost of operating the vessel. One of the important improvements in fishing technology is the use of trawls. These are large nets that are dropped into the sea to pull through areas of water with a lot of fish. Trawl nets are equipped with sensors and machinery to collect fish most effectively without causing too much damage to the natural marine environment. Trawl nets operate thanks to the ship's engine, pulling through large areas of water and collecting tons of fish on each trip. Currently, Japanese fishermen mainly use offshore fishing boats, trawlers and sweepers. Each type of boat has different characteristics in function and design. Trawlers are most commonly used because of their flexibility and ability to collect large amounts of fish in a short time. A modern trawler costs from millions to tens of millions of USD, depending on the size and technology equipped. In addition, maintenance and operation of the boat also require large costs. From fuel, labor, to the cost of maintaining complex electronic systems on the boat. The fishing process begins when the boat sets sail. Usually towards offshore areas where large schools of fish gather. The ship will move according to coordinates that have been located by GPS or detected by specialized fish finders. When an area with rich fish resources is identified, the fisherman will drop the trawl into the sea and the ship will move at a slow speed, pulling the net through deep waters. The trawl will gather schools of fish in the middle and gradually shrink to keep the fish in the hold. The fish will be collected right on the ship, and the initial processing procedures such as freezing or preservation will be carried out directly on the deck. This ensures that the fish remains fresh until returning to port. The seafood industry plays an indispensable role in the Japanese economy. According to statistics, Japan exports hundreds of thousands of tons of seafood to international markets every year, bringing in billions of dollars. Products from tuna, salmon, mackerel to other seafood species such as squid and shrimp are all highly valued in the international market. This not only helps increase the country's income but also helps Japan maintain its position as one of the world's leading seafood countries. Japanese seafood products are not only consumed domestically but also exported to countries such as the US, Europe, China and Korea, with high-quality standards. Japan always ensures that their seafood products meet international standards. From the fishing, processing to packaging and transportation processes, seafood processing enterprises in Japan play an important role in the value chain. After the fish is caught, it will be quickly transported to factories for processing and packaging. Many companies in Japan have applied modern processing technologies to ensure that seafood products retain the best quality and food safety. The rest will continue to expand accordingly to the listed items, including the seafood production, processing and consumption chain, environmental impact, and the future of the Japanese seafood industry. If you need, I will continue to write more details for each part. However, the modern fishing industry in Japan is also facing many major challenges. Climate change and warming seas are changing ocean currents, directly affecting the habitat of fish species. Fishery resources are also gradually being depleted due to overfishing. To cope with these challenges, Japan has been seeking to develop more advanced technologies for responsible fishing and environmental protection. Solutions such as sustainable aquaculture, the use of renewable energy on fishing vessels, and the regeneration of fishery resources are being researched and implemented. On the other hand, the Japanese fishing industry still has strong growth potential thanks to modern technology and strict management processes. In the context of increasing demand for seafood in the world, Japan can still maintain its position as one of the leading countries in this field, as long as they can maintain a balance between exploiting and protecting marine resources. Japan, with its long coastline and long fishing tradition, has transformed itself into one of the leading fisheries nations through the adoption of modern fishing technologies. Advanced trawlers and boats have helped Japanese fishermen catch hundreds of tons of fish per trip, bringing great economic value not only to the country but also to the global economy. However, along with this development, Japan is also facing challenges regarding the environment and fishery resources. The future of Japan's fisheries industry depends on its ability to adapt and apply sustainable technologies to protect the marine environment. By addressing these challenges, the modern fishing industry will continue to be one of the important driving forces of the Japanese economy. In addition to catching large fish such as tuna and mackerel, another important part of the Japanese fishing industry is catching sea crabs. Especially king crabs and snow crabs, two species of crabs with high economic value and popular in both domestic and international markets. Unlike fish, crab fishing requires specialized techniques and technology. Japanese fishermen use crab traps, a type of smart and effective crab catching device, to harvest crabs. These nets are specially designed, consisting of box-shaped or cylindrical cages, with easy entrance for crabs but not allowing them to escape. The nets are usually made of durable steel or plastic, covered with strong fishing nets or ropes. Each net has a narrow entrance, just enough for crabs to enter, but once inside, the crabs will not be able to find a way out. Trap nets are dropped to the seabed in areas where crabs live. Often in deep, icy or cold water, each trap net can contain bait, usually fish or other marine life, which attracts crabs from a distance. Fishermen will drop hundreds of trap nets into the sea at a time, leaving them underwater for several hours to several days before pulling them up. This process requires meticulous selection of the location of the nets and extensive knowledge of the crab habitat. Crab fishing boats are usually smaller than trawl fishing boats, but are still fully equipped with modern technology to ensure work efficiency and safety. For fishermen. Crab fishing boats often have powerful trawlers to retrieve the trap nets from the seabed onto the boat. In addition, the boats also have special storage compartments with refrigeration systems, keeping the crabs fresh until the boat reaches port. An important factor in the crab fishing process is the precision and patience of the fishermen. They must carefully monitor the appropriate time to retrieve the trap net. If left too long, the crabs may eat all the bait and escape, or other creatures may damage the net. Crab fishing is one of the most profitable industries for Japanese fishermen, especially in the Hokkaido and Tottori regions, where natural conditions are favorable. For the growth of sea crabs. King crabs and snow crabs are highly valued in the international market. not only because of their large size but also because of the sweet, firm, and nutritious meat. The economic value of these sea crabs is very high, especially during the peak season. Many auctions at major fishing ports, such as Sapporo Port and Otaru Port in Hokkaido, have recorded that king crabs or snow crabs can sell for tens of thousands of dollars each, depending on size and quality. In addition to being an export value, sea crabs are also an important ingredient in Japan's high-end culinary industry. Crab dishes, such as crab sashimi, grilled crab, and steamed crab are always the top choices in luxury restaurants. This has created a long economic value chain, from fishermen, processes to restaurants and exports. Crab fishing also faces environmental challenges, similar to the fishing industry. Without proper management, overfishing can reduce the number of king crab and snow crab in the wild, negatively affecting the marine ecosystem. Japan has implemented many strict regulations on crab fishing, including limits on the number of traps, the minimum size of crabs that can be caught, and fishing seasons to protect crabs during the spawning period. These measures help conserve crab resources and maintain the sustainability of the industry. In addition, scientific research is also being promoted to learn more about the life and reproduction of crabs, thereby proposing more effective conservation measures. Japan is also developing crab farms to reduce pressure on wild crab harvesting and meet growing market demand. The Japanese crab fishing industry has great potential for future growth, but it also comes with challenges in terms of sustainability and climate change. Warming seawater due to climate change can affect crab habitats, changing their habitats and breeding seasons. This requires flexibility and adaptability from fishermen in finding new, safer fishing methods. In the future, the application of high technology to the management and exploitation of crab resources will continue to be an important direction. Solutions such as smart positioning systems to track crab migration, or remote monitoring technology to ensure trap nets are used properly and safely, will help the crab fishing industry become more efficient and sustainable. The future of the industry depends not only on technology but also on educating fishermen, helping them to become more aware of the importance of protecting crab resources, as well as develop skills to exploit crabs in the most sustainable and effective way.